not give up on your legal status. Many people fail to respond to RFE or file an application before the deadline. This is why we offer a strategy session for 15 minutes at no cost to you. Not everyone qualifies. First, you need to speak with our CARES team. We receive many requests, so we recommend you answer a few questions on our website, greencardguys.com. Our mission is to help people live and work in America legally. Go ahead and subscribe below and follow and share. Talk to you soon. What is going on? How y'all doing? Today is Thursday, September 21st. I'm here to answer any questions. You can drop it in the comment section. Today's topic is moving while your immigration case is pending. This is what you need to do. All right. So friends, my name is John Ting. I practice immigration law in all 50 states of America, helping you solve your immigration problem. All right, folks, and maybe even preventing it from happening in the first place, because there's so many freaking immigration problems. All right. As you may know, if you've joined the channel before, I try my best to answer questions. There's a lot of y'all ask questions, and it's our honor to answer them, or even if it's just to point you in the right direction. Okay. A lot of lawyers don't like answering questions, believe it or not. I know it's kind of weird, but we're here to provide value, point you in the right direction if possible. Who knows? You might not need to hire a lawyer at all. Well, hopefully not. But if you're completely unsure of the process, what to do, then that's a pretty good idea what you need to do, okay? But we do offer a strategy session, folks. It's for 15 minutes. Some of y'all might think, well, is that really long enough? Our CARES team, when you fill out the form, they'll call you within 24 hours, or you can just call us directly. On YouTube, you can see our number right up here. They ask you some questions, basically the facts, to get a better idea of the case, because sometimes you might not even need to talk to a lawyer. Now, our CARES team are not lawyers, okay? Disclaimer there, they're not lawyers. But you can let them know what your legal questions are, and they'll type it into our system. That way, we can streamline in 15 minutes, and we don't have to charge you, right? If you want more time with us, we do charge money for that. It's about, actually, I can't say on TikTok, unfortunately. They banned me for 5 minutes the other week. But we're very transparent. We share it on our website. But if you need more time, like 30 minutes to an hour, we do offer that. But honestly, I always encourage the strategy session for 15 minutes, okay? Which, by the way, because we do get a lot of inquiries, you want to use a secret code, all right? I know it sounds silly, but use the code CHAMP, CHAMP, all right? Because you are the champion of your own case, all right? Now, of course, I'm going to answer some questions, but down to the nitty-gritty of today's topic, all right? If you move while your court case is pending, you want to do one main thing. And I'm going to share with you, at least on YouTube, how to do that. All right, let me go back to this one. Oops, something's going on. Okay, there we go. So on YouTube and Facebook, I'm able to share my screen. And after I share this, then I can go straight to the questions. What is going on? I have too many tabs open. But anyway, you got to fill out this form. If you're moving and you're thinking about moving, you need to fill out this form called the EOIR 33. All right. And you have to send it to the court. And you need to send it to the government attorney. All right. Very, very important. Because if for some reason your current court location, let's say it's in Dallas, Texas, and they change your court date, whether it's going to be earlier or later, and you didn't know about it because you didn't update your address, that's on you. Okay, so you need to update the address. Okay, let's see if it shares on the screen. I don't believe you can do it online unless it changed. That'd be great. But let me click here. Yep. So by the way, you're welcome to ask questions in the meantime. Sorry for a little bit later start today. Oh, great. I'm frozen on YouTube. Anyway, as this pulls up, then I'll share it with y'all. All right. So here's some questions. I realized on TikTok I had the topic is employment based. That meant to be for you. But we are working on a platform to help connect folks. Okay, we're all working on a platform to help connect folks who are looking for a job in America and also find, this is intended for foreign nationals, immigrants, but you have to have a work permit or you're asking for sponsorship, of course. So we're working on that. It's not even beta phase yet, so we'll keep you updated. Really, because we feel like we're right in the middle. We have a lot of employers that ask us a lot of because, well, how do I find um, immigrant workers or international born workers? So we'll keep you all updated on that. All right, let's but because the way you ask your question, Zip, you're makes it sound like you're looking for a job, and I just don't have that answer for you right at this moment. Okay, the king, your I-130 is taking too long. It's been 9 months. What should you do? 9 months is about right, especially if it's well, I mean, any type of relationship on an immediate relative. Average 9 to 12 months. Okay, if the sponsor is a U.S. citizen, if the sponsor is a resident, it's likely going to take longer. Okay. Sorry, it looks like something's going on with my internet. So it looks like it's okay on TikTok though. All right, let's go to the next question. All right, what's up, D? Your EB3 and pending asylum, can they go along? It could be, you can have pending asylum for any other case as well, but it can go along. However, you're going to have to consular process. All right, it's a crapshoot. Some people say, like, can I adjust my status, get my green card in America? It's not recommended. I mean, the law currently says no, but some people call us and say that they've heard of someone being able to do that. But if you want to be one of those that want to try to fight that and use case law to or start new case law, essentially help others in a sense, it's going to be an uphill battle to get adjustment of status based on your scenario, EB3 and asylum, pending asylum. But I see another similar question. Danica, if you've been pending asylum for 7+ years, will employment sponsorship you may have to do that as consular processing, meaning your visa interviews abroad. And the deal is, for us, we really look at the entire journey, because and depending on the timing, so a lot of people try to make this as short as explanation as possible, because there's two legal concepts: overstaying a visa or maintaining your status versus not maintaining status. I'm sorry, unlawful presence is one concept, because when you file for asylum within 1 year of your entry, it stops the unlawful presence. However, if you were to file the 485 application, which is the very last step for EB, you're likely gonna have a situation where the officer will say, well, okay, cool, I get that you have stopped the unlawful presence, but it looks like here you have not maintained your status. You have no non-immigrant visa status. So you're gonna have to consular process. So before you do that, even start step number one, we always like to make sure, do you even have qualifying relatives where you can be eligible to file waiver? So unfortunately, some people are not eligible for that. And if that's the case, there's no sense to start the EB case. Something is going wrong with my YouTube thing, so I apologize if I look a little shaky on there. But we're good on TikTok, I believe. Oh goodness, what's going on? That is strange. Sorry about that. Okay, next question. Emily, I see your comment on YouTube. Thank you so much for mentioning that. 5 years, that'd be great. They need to get their act together on that, extending that, because there are a lot of delays about work permit processing. And sometimes people have to wait 5+ months when really it should be one of those like rush. Tried to share your comment, Emily, but it's being slow on on YouTube. Okay, let's see here. TE on YouTube. I think you asked a very similar question before. Seems familiar. Your VAWA AOS for interview is pending for 4 years. If it's, I mean, by now, even if your sponsor or abuser was a resident, by now you should have had the. So give us a call, okay, TE. Don't be shy. Give us a call. You're on YouTube, so you can see the number. All right, and we're happy to help. But the help meaning file a lawsuit. All right, most likely. Princess B, welcome back. If you're on YouTube still, yes, welcome back. You're welcome to ask a question. All right, shout out. Emily, I see your question, but I don't really know the answer to that. I'm not sure. All right, let's see. It doesn't, to me, Emily, I don't think there needs to be like a specific language. I could be wrong, but if someone wants to go to school for F1, I'm not sure. Maybe people have been denied. I'm sure people have been denied, but I don't think it needs to be something specific necessarily. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not helpful on that one. Alrighty. Okay, Gurpreet on TikTok. Okay, you sent your medical RFE about 16 days ago. How long do you have to wait more? Your I-360 was approved. Okay, congratulations on that. I mean, yeah, 16 days is a fairly short amount of time. I know that some people have been waiting like 5+ months at least. I mean, most of the time we're able to get, when we have a situation like this, medical RFE, we've either got their approval the next day, but even when we got that approval 45 the next day, it's taking a long time to produce the green card. It's ridiculous. I don't know, like again, it should be like one of those quick and easy things. But lately, it seems like the USCIS is taking a long time on the actual just production of the green card. So just keep that in mind, but stay tuned on your case status online. All righty. TE, you asked how many times should you email USCIS? I mean, we don't require our clients to email them at all, because if it's already past a certain time period on our chart, we're just going to sue. Submitting inquiry to USCIS is not required, but go ahead, try it. Go ahead and submit inquiry, and 95% of the time, you're probably going to get an email back saying, still conducting background check, or we'll get back to you in 30 days, something like that. So it's pretty like copy and paste type of job, unfortunately. Okay, Gurpreet, your follow-up comment, your asylum interview results haven't come in 2 months after the interview. Can you do anything? Okay, congratulations, Gurpreet on TikTok. You 2 months. So usually when we sue the government, we say like, look, that's great, we got the interview, but we want the result of it within less than 4 months, right? We honestly, for me, I want it in 30 days. But to just keep it reasonable, sometimes we've had U.S. attorneys say, give us 6 months. I'm like, hell no, we're not going to give you 6 months. You got to give it to us as soon as possible. So we kind of go in the middle, and 4 months has been the longest, okay, that we had to tell the U.S. attorney to wait on the interview result. So what I'm trying to say to you, Gurpreet, if you've been waiting more than 4 months, when it gets to that point, hopefully not, but it gets to that point, then give us a call, and we'll talk about mandamus lawsuit. Really hope you don't even have to give us a call, but it could be necessary. TE, you're welcome. You ask, is it okay that you're unemployed? Will it affect for AOS without green card? They're not hiring. Well, don't you have a work permit? Did you apply for that? If you haven't applied for the work permit, but you have a 485 on file, you should apply for the work permit, the 765 application. So you don't necessarily have to wait for the green card. But it just depends on you. There's no sense in applying for the work permit if you're going to sue the government, right? So this is kind of one or the other. But is it okay if you're unemployed? And will it affect for AOS? No, because there's no affidavit support. You don't have a sponsor. So only the sponsor is the one that has to provide information about income. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. All right, folks, I'm probably going to be on for another less than 10 minutes, to be honest, because I got to go pick up the kids soon. So I just want to give y'all an idea. By the way, folks, if I share information that's understandable, if you don't mind, tap the screen for the hearts and on YouTube and Facebook. Give me some likes because then I can understand. Then if it makes me feel better, know that I'm sharing content, sharing answers that's understandable. TEU say they don't care about EAD. They want you to have green card. Well, then that is discrimination. Pretty sure that's considered discrimination. You might want to look for another employer then. Sounds like you're pretty stuck on with this company for some reason. You might want to keep looking. There's a lot of companies out there. Don't wait around for them. Let's see here. Because let's see. Okay, anyways, too many other tips, non-immigration related. Don't wait for those fools. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of questions. Thank you so much for your trust. Let me try to go back. Notorious, what's up? You said, hi, you responded to RFE 142 days ago. Wow, you guys are so accurate with your timing. We try to be accurate too with our charts and stuff. Ooh, 142 days. Was that 4 months? Yes, minimum 4 months, almost 5. What can you do to force a decision? That's a little bit different because medical RFE, I talk about mandamus lawsuits a lot, but this is a different scenario because what the USAS is trying to do is trying to be proactive. But lately, it seems like the past 5-6 months, we're in almost October now, that they've actually slowed it down. So I don't, for the processing, I'm not sure why. But if you didn't even have the interview, I know a lot of folks, of course, marriage-based cases, a lot of folks don't want the interview. But if it's been past, I would say 15 months for your adjustment status, regardless of RFE and medical, you can consider suing the government. But I wouldn't sue just because it's been 142 days based on you providing the medical exam, if that makes sense. So just different timing calculation on that. Let's see. Yeah, Emily, good point on that one. But you got to keep looking. I know other people get jobs with just a temporary work permit, which should be for 2 years right now. It's the last I remember. I'll have to take a look at that. Emily, you said the fact sheet on that. They're proposing 5 years. That'd be wonderful. Let's see. Okay. Ali asked a great. These are all great questions, by the way. Sometimes I say great because it's something I just don't receive that often. Can religious worker change employer while 485 is pending? For 18 months, please let you know. Absolutely. I don't know. We will have to research that because I know it should be because supplement J for porting, it should be possible, but I want to research that. So if you schedule a time with us, Ali, you're on TikTok. So, just message, what is it? What's that secret code today? What did I say? Champ. All right. So Ali, just send us a DM on TikTok, champ, and as a secret code and porting possible. And then we'll get you scheduled. Okay. Let's see here. The real R Lusta. Okay. I always think it's humorous when y'all folks put real in front of your name. Like the real DT. I don't want to say his name out loud. Okay, your wife is waiting for 601 waiver. Can't she apply for employment sponsorship for other countries, like to another country outbound? Yeah, I mean that's possible. But why not? So is she outside America right now? I mean, typically when it's 601, there are times when you can apply for 601 in the U.S. But let's see here. Yeah, nothing would prevent her from applying to another country, if that's what you mean. Yeah, because 601A for those applying in the United States, those are taking average 40 months. Last time I checked, 44 months, ridiculous amount of time. So we sue for that long delay as well. Which, by the way, folks, you don't have to actually wait the amount of time that's on the processing timetable to sue. A lot of people think that, but yeah, have to wait 4 years and sue the government? No, no way. You can sue earlier. But for the 601, the difference on that is they don't take as long as 4 years, fortunately. All right, UK, how long after medical notice do you have to do it and send it to them, more or less? Oh, medical RFE notice. I would send it as soon as possible. I don't remember if there's a deadline on it, but usually when it's RFE, they put a deadline. So the sooner you want a decision on your 45, the sooner you need to send in the medical, at least regardless of deadline. But then again, I mean, EK, there's been other people here on TikTok almost every day saying, even when they provide the medical exam results in a sealed envelope, by the way, you got to send it in a sealed envelope. Don't open that. If you want a copy of medical results, ask the medical clinic for another copy, which they'll probably just tell you, provide them another template copy, which I don't understand that. All right. Sam, what's up? What's up? Okay. Case remain pending after interview, meaning your case will approve. I need to know more about what kind of case relationship you have, because is it immediate relative, family preference? Need to know more, Sam. If you're just now joining, welcome to the show. We do offer a strategy session for 15 minutes, okay? You might think that's not enough time. I completely get it. Our CARES team, okay, the people you'll talk with in the first phone call, they ask a bunch of questions so we can, our attorneys, myself included, can focus specifically on the legal strategy, okay? So please keep that in mind, because people who are a bit combative or aggressive and they say like, oh, I just want to talk, I want to talk directly to John, right? Or I want to talk directly to an attorney. That's not how we do things, okay? We get a lot of inquiries, so we do need our CARES team to ask you some questions, if you don't mind. Might take 5 to 10 minutes. That way you'll save you time on the consultation, okay? So thank you so much for understanding. But we've had a couple people like that from time to time. And again, share the secret code CHAMP, because you're the champ of your case. Don't delay your case. Hey, Walks, you already got your approved work permit. Congratulations. If some spouse, okay, Kiki, if some spouse dies in the process of filing, can that person still come to America? My condolences if that's someone in your situation or your friends and family. Yes, it's called the I-360, and I believe there's a timing restriction, and I believe it's 2 years. Okay, you don't want to wait. To last time I checked, like a month ago, you don't want to wait more than that, because if the widow waits more than 2 years after passing, you can't like piggyback off the filed petition. Let's see. And you have to get a new sponsor. Let's see. All right, looking for some questions here. Thank you so much for your questions. I want to answer the best of my ability. If I can't answer it, I'll tell you straight up. So I don't want to make up any questions. Okay, I see your follow-up comment, Real Lusta. She's out of the country. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, beautiful Chilla. Sorry, I need to go back to some of the questions. I know, Christian, I got to respond to you. Beautiful Chilla. If someone is waiting for a court date for Venezuelan asylum, can they extend the time? Do you mean like schedule the court date for later? It sounds like there is no court date scheduled right now, so it's hard to, like, if it comes down closer, let's say it's like 2 months away, there's no specific timetable, but you can't extend it, like file a motion to, we call it continuance. Lawyers call it a continuance, motion for continuance. You can't file that if there's no court date. So, but usually those are filed when there's like 2 months or less, unless you already know your schedule like way far in advance or something. Okay, Christian, I got your question here. Let me pin it. Thanks for the roses, by the way, or whatever y'all are sending. Oh, I see a rose. Thank you so much, Christian. I see you got my attention. All right, you got an RFE, RFE for medical, and by the time you send it, it'll be 2 years marriage. Well, you get the 2-year green card. I'm sorry, 10-year GC. Yeah, that's a tough one because it just depends on the time they adjudicate your case, right? So, man, has it really been almost 2 years? Man, that means they're processing your case a hell of a long time, unless you waited a year or something. Yeah, that's tough because typically RFE has a deadline. But I wouldn't wait last second to file the RFE because it's not like going to be that much time difference. You don't want to, things happen in life, you might forget. So just mail it in sooner or later. But yeah, if it ends up get approved before the 2 years marriage, you're going to get the conditional card. Yeah, that's an interesting one. A great question. All right. Let's see. Okay, Michelle Castro. Great question. You got the 2-year GC last year. And when do you apply for citizenship? So because you have the 2-year card, conditional resident status, you have to, next step for you, Michelle, is to remove those conditions by filing another application called this I-751, okay? Now, the I-751, unfortunately, takes a hell of a long time. The last I heard, policy-wise with USCIS, is that the extent on the receipt notice, I'll tell you, I think the first or second line says, you have automatic extension of conditional residence status for 48 months, I believe. So it's good and ridiculous at the same time. It's good because if you want to show status, you have it right there. Because before it was like only 12 months, a couple years ago. And having to, get the stamp on your passport if you want to travel was annoying, still is annoying, but they've gotten a lot better. But at the end of the day, the fact that they've extended it for 4 years, that shows me, and it's true, it shows me that they take a hell of a long time and they should not. Look, I get it. They have this process because I want to get rid, I want to make sure there's no fraudulent marriages. But okay, Michelle, and to anyone else who is going through this process, you don't have to wait there's a 3-year rule. If you're still married to the person who's sponsoring you, there's a 3-year rule. As long as you have 3 years of any resident status, it doesn't have to be permanent resident status, 3 years. And even though your 751 case is pending, you can file for citizenship, the N400. You sure can. Do not wait, folks. I sound like a person at the fair. I sound a little different. Maybe it's because I'm wearing a tie. I just got back from a gala luncheon, a nonprofit luncheon in Houston, which, a quick plug, if you know anyone that needs social services specific to being a victim survivor, a victim of abuse, and especially if you're in the Houston region, go ahead and contact DAYA, DAYA, Houston. Okay, they primarily serve South Asians, but they have, of course, contacts for other cultures, languages, to help people point them in the right direction. So today's a great day. It was jam-packed. It was a sold-out event. So a lot of donations. We greatly appreciate your support. Now I sound like a fundraiser. Okay, let's see. I think I can answer one more question. Okay, folks, thanks for tuning in live. Sorry I was late today because of this gala luncheon. Okay, SLS. SLS, your question is, you got an interview for naturalization last month. Okay, so you went, but the result is a decision cannot be made yet. Okay, so you probably got that piece of paper, right? You got that piece of paper in, I'm going to make a safe assumption you passed the civics test and the English test. I hate to use the word test, but it's just a few questions, not too much. Look, President Trump tried to extend it to 20 questions. We kept it at 10, or not we. Democrats was able to keep it at 10. All right. And you only have to get 6 out of 10 correct. That's actually, in America, that's failing. But for US, to become a US citizen, you can get 6 correct and you're good to go. Isn't that kind of amazing? Anyways, okay, SLS, this is one of those situations that I don't want to automatically say, let's sue them. Okay. But the policy, USCIS policy manual says that literally says if it's been 120 days and you still have not received a decision, it says sue us. File federal action to district court. So that means a mandamus lawsuit. All right. So you want to do that. However, of course, I don't know how other attorneys do it who handle mandamus lawsuits. We like to preliminarily look at to make sure you're even eligible in the first place to become a U.S. citizen. Because if not, then we honestly feel bad from suing to helping you sue because you could save more money. Maybe just reapply for N400 when you're eligible at that time. So we have those kind of scenarios. A lot of people contact us and say like, look, I got denied twice. Can we make sure that I'm eligible first? Usually if it's that kind of situation, we have to conduct research because clearly if it was black and white on the USCIS website, you would have got approved, right? So it just depends on everyone's situation is a bit different. Okay, folks, I mentioned this earlier. If you would like to have a strategy session, a consultation with one of our attorneys, it's not always going to be with me. I hop in and out just to say hello, but I train my associate attorneys. They do great work. We have meetings every day. So we collaborate well together, I believe. That's the kind of law firm I want to help y'all get your legal status, all right? So anyway, take advantage of those free strategy session for 15 minutes. There is no obligation to hire us. We just want to feel better to at least point you in the right direction, okay? So you can give us a call. If you're on YouTube and Facebook, there's a number right there. On TikTok, you can go to, any of y'all can go on greencardguys.com, or information's right there. Or send us a DM on TikTok and just put in that code CHAMP. You the champ of your case. All right, Nasir. Nasir's question: how much for mandamus? Again, because I'm on TikTok, I love to be transparent about pricing. That's actually one of our benefits that's listed on our website. I think we're reasonable, but I've been banned on TikTok before, so I prefer not to share it online anymore, unfortunately. So Nasir, give us a call, and we'll email it to you, okay? Alrighty, I wish you all the best and see y'all tomorrow, Friday. Take care.